Hello and welcome back to a new lesson. We are going to do the practical walkthrough on advanced function obfuscation by implementing our own custom Win32 API function. And we are going to do this third one here, but at the same time we are going to revisit all the earlier methods, the first type as well as the second type obfuscation, and then we are going to do the advanced method here. So let's get started. So go and download this project called 04 Advanced Function Obfuscation, unzip it and put it in this directory called mydev2. Open it and you will find there are 3 folders, and there's also an encryption script which we used in the first course in order to encrypt the string name for virtualalloc. So in version 1 here we have 2 files, and if you open this now with a notepad, you will see that it is the original program which is not obfuscated in any way. We have a plain virtualalloc here call. So let's try to build this now and see what happens when we try to look for it, when we examine in PE Studio. So let's copy this path now. Open your x64 native tools and change to that directory, and then call the compile version 1 batch script and let it build it. And now we can run it, and as you can see it will run. It will open up the notepad as usual. Okay, now let's try to look at it using PE Studio and see whether we can detect the virtualalloc. We are only taking virtualalloc as an example. You could do it for any of the functions. So let's pull this into PE Studio. Wait for it to analyze. It has completed its analysis. Now we take a look at the imports, and if you go down to memory, you can see virtualalloc. And then here, if you go to strings and you click on this to sort ascending, and you pull this all the way down, you will find also that virtualalloc is visible here as a string to the parameter forward. And so that's why we want to hide this string virtualalloc as well as hide virtualalloc over here as well. So to do that, we come up with version 2. So let's open version 2, open it with notepad. And this version 2, we use dynamic API loading over here. We use getProc address, and then we use getModule handle, and then we obfuscate, we encrypt the string with XOR encryption, and then put it here at the encrypted string for virtualalloc. And then over here, we have the decryption key as well. And during the runtime, we will call decrypt XOR in order to decrypt the string and then override it back into its original string, and then pass a string here as a second parameter to getProc address, and then getProc address will dynamically look for this virtualalloc during runtime and return it here, and then we'll call it here. So let's build it now. We change directory first to the version 2, and then we call the compile version 2 batch. Right, so it's compiled, and now we run it. Version 2, run it, press enter again, and notepad run, so it works. Okay, let us now analyze this with PE Studio. So we'll close this and reopen PE Studio, and we'll load the version 2, which is this one, and let it analyze the imports and the strings again. Now that it has finished analyzing, click on imports and look for the memory group, and you will find virtualalloc is gone. It is been obfuscated. Go to strings and scroll down to the V section. Click on sort ascending first, and then scroll to the V section, and you'll find that virtualalloc is also gone. You only have virtual protect. So we have managed to obfuscate it and also encrypt the string parameter. Okay, so let's try version 3. So if you open to this version 3, you will find some additional folders here. We have the myapi.h header file. The header file just contains the function prototype, and then the myapi.cpp contains the function definition for our two customized functions, which I already explained to you in a high-level view. If you have understood the high-level explanation which I have given to you in the previous lesson, that should be good enough to get you going. So now, importantly is how to make use of these two user-defined proc address and user-defined get module handle. So let's take a look at version 3 over here. So if you open version 3, you will find now that we are using our own my get proc address and my get module handle. Now you can see we are using customized get proc address with a my in front, and also customized get module handle with my in front, which is defined in myapi.cpp over here. It works exactly the same way, it's just that now these two functions are customized. Okay, so let's try to build it now. We go to change directory to version 3. Let's clear the screen and call the compile build. Alright, here it's built. So now let's try to run it. This is version 3 and it works. Okay, so now let's try to examine PE Studio again. Let's reopen PE Studio. And we'll drag version 3 to PE Studio and let it analyze. And then click on imports, and then you go down to memory, you will see that virtual alloc is also not there. And if you go to strings and you click on value, click on this to sort ascending, and if you scroll down to V, virtual alloc is also not there. Okay, so this is the advanced technique of trying to obfuscate your function calls as well, using more advanced technique by creating your own get proc address and get module handle. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.